The concept is easy to understand. Mario+Rabbids Kingdom Battle is a game literally nobody ever conceived of and never thought would be good. Over the course of the game, you can get powerful weapons used against an army of corporate rabbits, who are slightly more annoying than usual. But I've always wondered, can you beat Mario+Rabbids with only tier 1 weapons? The rules are simple. We are only allowed to use the starter weapons each character gets. We also have a bonus challenge for minimum skill points. Considering the final boss is over 4,000 HP, we will probably need these, but I want to see how little I need to use. Feel free to use this video as a guide if you want to try this challenge for yourself. So, let's get this run started at 1-3 Danger Above. With the Battle Lab now officially unlocked, the challenge officially starts, with the ability to buy weapons available, which of course we're not going to do. But even then, since they're so early in the game, this first fight and the one accelerator are still pretty easy to clear. 1-4, welcome to the jungle. Now we unlock techniques, but unlocking more requires skill points, which I'm not planning to spend. Thankfully, the super effect blocks on this map make for some easy kills. 1-5, River, where art thou? We fight to use high ground for bonus damage, but instead of going the smart route, taking the high ground in the Piranha Plant boss fight, I just went up and close to personal, just kept blasting the boss point blank. It was risky, Rabbid Peach and Rabbid Luigi nearly got taken out, but it worked. We beat the boss and unlocked Luigi, which gives us a nice boost to our overall damage output. Now, here's the catch. Every new character we unlock scales up our damage, making us feel like we're keeping up with the game's difficulty curve, even with tier 1 weapons. Except Mario. He's locked in the party, and his damage stays stuck between 25 to 35 forever. That's gonna be a big problem when we hit the final boss, with over 4,000 HP, but don't worry, I got a really dumb, yet somehow effective strategy for Mario. We'll get to that later. For now, we leave Rabbid Luigi behind, and we add Luigi to the squad as we head into 1-6 on the bubble. With Luigi in the party, we get long range damage, which is perfect for this fight where enemies hold the high ground. In the second battle, he can abuse the chainsaw for 75 damage per enemy, so free damage equals easy win. 1-7, do you stack up? The first battle we have to defeat a set number of enemies to win. Luigi got heavily targeted here and was taken down because of low HP, but even without him, the fight is totally manageable. Next up, the fight gets us a master. We don't even need to kill him, we just gotta lure him away and run to the goal, so easy dodge, easy win. 1-8, precarious pillars. All enemies are at the high ground, but we can close that gap using teams ups. In the second battle, we have to fight a Smasher for real now, but it's not that bad. We can kick the Smasher for extra damage, and activate hero sights and use our guns to juggle him around a lot. Mario and Luigi got taken out, but Rabbid Peach survived to finish the fight. In the third battle, it's a lot more tricky. We have to play bait with one Smasher, while laying a chainsaw helps us get free damage on the rest. Tricky, but doable. And 1-9, Top Banana, the Rabbid Kong boss fight. Because we'll start by cleaning out the Ziggies as we move towards Rabbid Kong. We want to keep Mario on the far left for phase 2, and put Luigi on the far right for phase 3, so they can drop the bananas as soon as those phases start. With good timing and positioning, Luigi can drop the final set of bananas and we can take down Rabbid Kong with not much trouble. Congratulations on finishing World 1, you just did the easy part. From here on out, it only gets harder. Enemies keep getting more HP, more damage, and more annoying. Now, let's go to World 2. World 2-1, Cold Hands, Warm Heart. The enemies now have higher HP and damage, so battles are gonna get harder. In this fight, we'll start by targeting the Ziggies since they always have the lowest HP, which will then just leave the Hoppers. We'll take some damage in this fight, but the Hoppers will meet their end before us. In the second battle, we'll start by kicking the nearby enemy, and then we'll get to the high ground for good bonus damage. Staying at the top also gives good cover, so we can clear this fight without much issue. World 2-2, Undergoing Gulch. These area missions are always going to be doable since we don't need to worry about defeating enemies. We just need to avoid this master and get to the goal. 2-3, Guardians of the Oasis. We now have to deal with supporters. These guys have grenades and can heal their allies. So first, get behind some cover and target the Ziggy. The supporters can't heal what's dead. And follow the Hoppers along to blast them until they're at 0 HP. Luckily, the supporter in this fight stays on the high ground, so he's too far to be able to heal his allies properly. Also, enemies can now do super effects, so you're probably gonna get honeyed once or twice. When it's just a supporter, make your way up and finish them off. In the second fight, we have to escort Toad. We get him to goal and we win. So start out by shooting who you can and activate Hero Sight. But now, Ziggies can use Villain Sight. So you'll need to take some damage to keep Toad from dying. Also, this happened. It's for the greater good? Okay, well, I caught that on camera. His teleport's a run, but it's funny. After that, the Toad couldn't quite make it to the goal, so I needed to shoot some masters to lure him away, so Toad can make it in the next turn. Well, 2-4, square one. Back in this area, we can no longer rush through. Now, we need to get Toad to the goal. So, keep Toad back a little bit while taking your enemies ahead. There's two ways you can bring Toad. I ended up going left, but the right path could also be good with all the pipes. Also, on the left path, you're more likely to encounter a Smasher. And remember to take a hit whenever a D uses Villain Sight. I ended up taking a risk and purposely saw a Smasher with Luigi to get him closer, and then did the same with Mario to get him far from Toad, but this did get Luigi defeated. However, Toad could keep moving forward, but after having Mario take a Villain Sight, he also got defeated, but it allowed Toad to try one more hit and make it to goal with 50 HP. 2-5, the Gatecrashers. After a roll and a half, we have to use extra HP. This boss fight is our biggest challenge yet. Lots of enemies, a boss with low HP but always uses Villain Sight, and a boss with high HP that will always burn you, triggering that Villain Sight. Plus, he activates his shield every turn. To beat this fight, you need to know exactly where to go and who to shoot if you want to beat this. And after an hour, I managed to do it. So first, to do exactly what I do. First, put Mario behind this block and break the boss's cover. Then get Peach behind the hack over here and take a shot at Blizzy and use her seal bubble. And then get Luigi behind cover on the left and use your hero sights. Sandy will always go here. He'll damage himself while hitting Peach, so you get some splash damage. And if you get a good placement from the fire, you can get Peach on the high ground up here. As we try to get rid of most enemies, we'll keep Mario on the bottom near Sandy, so we can try to kick him to get rid of his shield and get splash damage when Sandy tries to hit Mario. We'll bring Luigi to high ground up here. On turn 3, with high ground damage, I managed to take down Blizzy, which took down Sandy. And when Sandy uses a shield, one character will not be able to deal damage each turn. So prioritize shielding his shield with Mario, since Peach and Luigi have high ground. If you can survive long enough, Sandy's HP will reach 0 and this fight will be done. And now we got Rabbid Mario. He'll be able to take out Server Ziggies in one shot. We leave Rabbid Peach in the Frozen Wasteland as Rabbid Mario joins the team. 2-6, Shield Server Desert. Like I mentioned before, we can now one-shot Ziggies, making this fight not too hard. Of course, Rabbid Mario does need to be up close and personal to deal good damage, which is an issue for Smashers. But we can just use our strategy of making the Smashers go back and forth to finish the fight with not much issue. In the next fight, we capture our first Buckler. These enemies have shields and have a boomshell weapon that can hit multiple enemies at once. We'll start by using the Teen Jump to get Mario to carry Ziggy in the bottom, and the support as well. If you're lucky, the Buckler can defeat its own allies. After getting back up, we can easily defeat the Buckler. 2-7, Temple of Bob Manweehy. We can use like tornadoes in this fight for some free damage. Though it says Ziggies and supporters in this fight, so Rabbid Mario is pretty easy to clear. In the second fight, it's a recent zone, so we'll start off by getting Luigi and Rabbid Mario to the top left. This is the fastest and safest path to the goal. Keep Mario near the Buckler so they focus their honey attack on him, and keep moving forward. You'll soon get near the final pipe. You'll need some good RNG to not get honeyed. If you have no honey on you, you're home free. 2-8, Call of Rip Mountain. Unfortunately, Rabbid Mario is not going to allow this fight to be simple. It's just Smashers and supporters. So, to start, we'll put Mario here and take a shot on the supporter behind the ice block. And then soon with Luigi and Rabbid Mario, if you get good damage, he'll be done after that first turn. Then activate your hero sights. The tornado will bounce the Smasher, triggering said hero sights. Plus, it'll be safe because the path will be blocked off. When turn 2 starts, we'll focus on the damage match and get him out. And then it will turn to the supporters with Rabbid Mario, while shooting the Smashers with Luigi. With the final supporter down, we just need to survive, something Rabbid Mario didn't get to do. But at this point, we just need to defeat one Smashers. So I took a risk and took the Smasher up close and personal to get low, and it paid off because Mario survived, and I was able to finish the fight with just Luigi left in the next turn. Luckily, the second fight is not as hard. Start by shooting the Smasher, getting him up, so he can do splash damage on the Buckler. Luigi did suffer a painful death, but with the Buckler splash damage, they cleared the fight for us. 2-9, they came from the freezer. You know, Luigi has helped us win a lot of tough battles, so I can't bring myself to kick him out of the team. So this guy's gonna do it for me! And with Luigi gone, Peach can now join our team, and Peach's extra special becomes she comes with many abilities pre-installed. You may think I should start using the skill point counter, but I just spend the skill points. There's still footage of me spending skill points with Peach, so it doesn't count. And that means we can use healing gems to finally be able to heal. It's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. So starting the bots off, we'll put Mario here, so we can use the teamed up to get Mario right next to the bots. And with Peach, we can use our secondary weapon to deal damage that ignores the shield. In turn 2, bring Peach and Mario to the right and activate hero sites. In turn 3, we can put everyone right behind the boss and deal a lot of damage. And in turn 4, Mario can finish phase 1. If we go into phase 2, the boss will now be defenseless, and we can shoot from anywhere. And in turn 5, the boss will now start to use Villain Sight. So always use Mario to take the hit, since he's our weak link. And Peach and Mario are our heavy hitters, so we can do some big damage in turn 5 and 6. After that, start going left, because as phase 2 ends, the boss will go to the end of the arena for phase 3. There will be a smasher in our way, so damage him, get him close, then we'll get out of his range. In turn 7, the portals will spawn to heal the boss. So we'll put Peach and Mario here to get double hit with both of them, which will defeat one supporter in turn 8. And after that, go all out focusing your fire on the boss. The supporter won't even get a chance to heal the boss as we kick his head and finish World 2 and make our way to World 3 Spooky Trails. World 3-1, looking for Mr. Tom Fun. While Jiggies may have more HP, we can still potentially one-shot them with Peach or Mario if we kick them before shooting. And Spooky Jiggies now have the Ink Super effect, which gets rid of our ability to shoot. So don't think this fight will be easy because it's just Jiggies. But there are a lot of them, so we can damage multiple enemies in a row to clear a lot of them out. You may lose both Marios, but with one more enemy defeated, the fight will be done. 3-2, Peekaboo. We encounters our first Peekaboos here. These enemies have long range but low HP, and they can pretty much go anywhere on the battlefield. We can quickly defeat one Peekaboo plus a Jiggy behind it by team jumping to it, and in turn 2 we can again get a double shot, but I put Mario in a bad spot, so it's unfortunately a triple shot. And in turn 3 again we can get a double shot with Mario not in the way. In the second fight, we can defeat the Jiggies to our sides, but the real difficulty is staying in a good position. With all the boos here that can teleport us back to spawn. In turn 2, I had to take some damage and defeat a Peekaboo before the support could heal it. And in turn 3, a support inked itself. And after attacking with Peach, I was able to ink the second supporter. And after a heal site, the battle was easy to finish. 3-3, benefits gain lost. It's an escort Toadette mission, and there are no enemies on turn 1, so get behind some cover. And in turn 2, after kicking some hoppers, keep moving forward. Once you get through the pipe, they shouldn't be an issue. And after the next turn, a Jiggy will spawn in here, and it will use Villain Sight, but we can stay just out of its range. When you get Toadette to the bottom here, don't go in the next pipe, go where the high ground ahead the Jiggy was at. If Toadette is right here when the next turn starts, you can reach the goal. Everyone else may be close to dying, but as long as Toadette is alive, we're all good to go. 3-4, Mario+Rabbids. It's another reach area mission, and this time we don't have to tell the babysit. Start by shooting that smasher to get away from the pipe it's near. And in turn 2, team up as far as you can. And in turn 3, Peach and Mario will be able to be safe in the smashers. Keep up with your double team jumps as you move forward. On the final stretch, put Mario on the top and Peach at the bottom. If you're lucky, the hoppers can push you forward, getting you closer to your goal for the win. The next battle is a real pain. It's just smashers and peekaboos. We can start by luring a smasher so we can kick it, and then go defeat a peekaboo afterwards. In turn 2, use Peach to hit the smasher to get him away from Mario, then get up close and activate all cure fights to defeat it. On turn 3, more enemies will spawn. Shoot this smasher to lure him back and forth. On turn 4, the peekaboo brought me right to him, which was useful. And after blasting him, get Peach near to finish him off. In turn 5, I could have defeated another Peekaboo, but unfortunately I had a misclick and didn't get up. And in turn 6, he'll start being cornered, so get Mario away to take care of the last Peekaboo, while using Peach to take out one Smasher. And in turn 9, it was just Mario left with 95 HP, but don't give up. If you can kick the last Smasher and stay out of his range long enough, he'll slowly drop his HP until it reaches 0. 3-5, introducing El Caviar. It's hard to get to the point where you need an exact strategy to clear some fights. One wrong move and you're restarting a fight. So, in this battle, put Peach here, and then put Mario here to suit this Peekaboo. And with Peach, suit this Peekaboo. If you miss, restart the battle. You need this damage. And they will put Rabbid Mario here that fits off the Peekaboo, and use Mario's Hero Sight. And when the boss downs his Peach, it will anger the Smasher. And now it's a good time to mention, you may have noticed in the video we have used Splash Items a few times in our favor. Well, now we're taking it to another level. It's time for the only thing Mario's useful for, dying a painful death. Mario deals very little damage to enemies, so we'll have the enemy do the damage for him. This will defeat the second Peekaboo, and in turn 2, anger the Smasher to hit the boss for you, and then get Peach and Rabbid Mario here and attack and activate Hero Sight. If the Smasher did them, you'll get some HP back. Mario will get defeated, but the Smasher will be in a great spot for us, so put Rabbid Mario here and attack. After that, put Peach here to attack. Make sure you kick him with both characters. In turn 3, you may be spread out, but everything is still going according to plan. Put Rabbid Mario here to attack, and then use Peach to team jump to right here to attack. Peach will be able to defeat the boss, but the Smasher will walk right up and do it for us, clearing the battle in only 3 turns. Good news, we now have Rabbid Yoshi, who can do high damage at long range. Bad news, we now have Rabbid Yoshi, who can do low damage at long range. His damage can be as high as 180, but as low as 70. Still, despite this, we put him in our party as we send Rabbid Mario back to Comic-Con. 3-6 Double Barreled. We encounter our first Valkyries here. These enemies have a very unique way of fighting, and they have a ground pound they use after a team jump. So starting off, we'll put Yoshi and Peach here to deal with this Valkyrie. And in turn 2, you'll probably get bounced all over the area. Most of the Valkyries were staying on the left side for me, so I used Peach for these ones, while using Yoshi for the loose ones on the right side. When Yoshi gets rid of his Valkyrie, group him back up with Mario and Peach and finish the fight. In the second fight, use Peach to take out the first Jiggy, and bring Yoshi to the second Jiggy. If you get crit, the Jiggy will be done. In turn 2, go take out this Jiggy. After the Boo moves you, if you get a good spot, you can get some splash damage. In turn 3, we'll get Peach up here to finish off a Valkyrie while sending Yoshi and Mario at the last one. Once it's at the Smasher, we can bring him back and forth until he's done. 3-7, every treasure house has its thorn. We are now getting to the point that some battles are harder than bosses. In this fight, the enemies are too far to shoot from spawn, so when you use Team Jump, use Peach's grenade on this group and get Mario here. In turn 2, put Peach here for the Buckers to do splash damage. And in turn 3, Mario may be close to death, but we can put him here so we get Peach behind all the enemies for a big multi-shot, which does include Mario. And with this spot, the Bucklers did a lot of free damage for us, but we are also very low on HP. Keep Yoshi here, and the Bucklers will defeat their own. After that, use his Peach's grenade and use Yoshi's shield and go in between the Bucklers. Yoshi will take little damage when the second Buckler goes down. Bring Yoshi right behind the last one. My Yoshi got a crit, which allowed me to defeat it with Peach in the next turn. And second fight, we'll start by using a grenade and putting Yoshi up here for a long range shot on the Buckler. And we'll put Mario and Peach here. In turn 2, the Buckler went for Yoshi and did damage to the Smasher. And before moving Yoshi, we'll finish the Buckler and then bring him back to Mario and Peach. And then we'll have Peach here so the Buckler will anger the Smasher. In turn 3, we'll shoot this Smasher and bring Mario here. And then put Peach here to finish these two. After that, we can shoot this Smasher and still be out of his range. In turn 4, and we finish this guy, and then bring Peach here to use Hero Sight. And you'll take one out. In turn 5, with the last group, put Mario here and shoot the Smasher to defeat the Buckler. Now we just need to take one Smasher to win. We'll shoot the Smasher from here again, but the Smasher won't make it to us. When the other two come over, they will defeat him for us. Moonlight Santa. We finally have an overreached area missing, so we don't need an exact strategy to win. We're gonna start by going right. When turn 2 starts, we'll get Peach here, then move Yoshi up to here, and we'll have Mario here. In turn 3, after Mario and Yoshi got bounced around, Yoshi's path was blocked by a Boo. So we'll put Mario here so we can team jump to take the Boo for him. After that, we can get Yoshi up here. And after that, because of where Mario is, the next enemies that spawn will went straight for him and not Yoshi, leaving no obstacles for Yoshi to get to the goal. Opening night. Good news, the boss is easy. He only does 40 damage. The bad news, his headspin are the ones that will kill you. For the majority of this fight, we need to focus on his headspin if we want to win. So put Mario and Yoshi here, then teams up Peach here, and have everyone shoot this Valkyrie. In turn 2, kick the light with Mario and put him here, so we can then put Peach here, and get double top on the boss and Valkyrie. And then we'll get Yoshi on the high ground and blast this Valkyrie. In turn 3, the Phantom will now use Stone Sight. If you move in his range, he will be turned to stone. Oh, and if you get the Phantom low, instead of one more attack, don't go to the next phase. Get all your characters in position near where the lights will next spawn. In turn 5, use Mario to start the next phase. If you have Yoshi and Peach in the right spots, you can immediately get rid of his light and start blasting him. After that, to get prepared for phase 3, we'll gain Mario over here. In turn 6, we'll again get Phantom, but not put him in phase 3 just yet, as we get Mario here and Yoshi here. In turn 7, a bunker did put us into phase 3 sooner than I wanted, but we are still in good spots to kick 2 lights. In turn 8, Peekaboos will spawn, but we'll take out the last light, and we'll start focusing on Phantoms, all 3 characters, and make sure to leave Yoshi here. And in turn 9, Phantom will go back in the middle. When the bunker tries to shoot Yoshi, they'll hit the Phantom instead, and with the Phantom low, and how low my characters were, I tried to move Yoshi to a spot to get Peach closer so she could do her maximum damage, but I failed to realize Phantom had used Stone Sight. And without Yoshi, the Phantom had 22 HP left. And with how low my guys were, I thought I threw the fight. Thankfully, while Yoshi died, Peach was in a spot where the bunker killed Phantom while trying to shoot Peach. And as World 3 done, we can wait to the final world, Lava Pit. World 4 Act 1, if it rains, it pours lava. This challenge is reaching its maximum difficulty. Every battle will be a test of skill and strategy if you want to beat any fight in World 4. Starting off, we'll put Peach and Yoshi up here to shoot this Ziggy. And in turn 2, use Mario to trigger the villain sights, and then use Peach's grenade and follow it up with Yoshi. If the enemies get defeated, that depends if you can get good RNG, which I did not. In turn 3, I used Mario to finish this Ziggy, and then I put Peach here for a multi-shot, and bring Yoshi over here to defeat them both. In turn 4, we'll go for high ground damage, and we'll have Mario in the open and have him as bait. In turn 5, we'll use Mario to break this hopper's shield, and we'll use Peach to take him out, and go for this hopper with Yoshi. And past turn 6, we'll double team the last hopper till they're done. In the second fight, we'll put Peach here for multi-shot, and then use Yoshi to attack, follow up with Mario and use hero sights. In turn 2, we'll use Peach's grenade on this hopper, and we'll bring Yoshi up here to attack. In turn 3, don't go to the high ground for this hopper, as it's less damage if we were all up close and personal with him. And then we can bring Yoshi here to defeat a hopper. In turn 4, break the hopper's shield with Mario and use Peach's grenade to attack this hopper with Yoshi. In turn 5, Ziggy will spawn, so use Mario to trigger the villain sights. Send Yoshi after this Ziggy, and then use Peach to activate Mario's hero sight. In turn 6, we'll take out a hopper and bring Peach and use her hero sight. In turn 7, we'll take out the Ziggy, and past that, we'll have enough HP to survive long enough to take out one more enemy. Forward Act 2, when the going gets tough. Starting off, use Mario to get splash damage, then put Yoshi here and shoot a Ziggy, and follow it up with Peach and use her grenade. In turn 2, everyone got moved around due to fire, and Yoshi got inked, so we'll put Yoshi here so Peach can team jump Yoshi to clear him, and we'll go get the Ziggy and Hopper, and keep using Mario for splash damage every chance you get. In turn 3, I used a grenade to defeat a Hopper. It would bring a Smasher down here, but there would be one less enemy, except that the Hopper survived with 2 HP! I literally got scammed. After that, I kicked the Hopper, topped the other one, and with this spot, I got good splash damage. In turn 4, put Yoshi here for a teams up and shoot the Smasher. If you don't defeat him, Peach can finish him off. In turn 5, we'll take out the Hopper. We will lose Peach, but if we spend the next 8 turns kicking the Smashers and staying out of their range, we'll survive long enough until they're dead and the fight is done. Good news, the second fight is easy. It's a reach area mission. though you will need some good RNG. Starting off, put Mario here so we can team jump Peach here, and we'll put Yoshi here. In turn 2, put Mario here so we can team jump Yoshi here, so we can team jump Peach here. In turn 3, Peach can't quite make it to the goal in this turn, but if you get good RNG from a bounce or burn, you can make it to the goal. Like I mentioned, this could use some good RNG because you may get killed. For 3, the tough gets going. This battle has a painful amount of smashers. So we'll start by luring this one down here as Mario. Then we'll put Mario here so we can team jump Peach and Yoshi here to shoot these hoppers. In turn 2, get all your characters to the top and attack the hoppers. In turn 3, we can take out the last hopper, and then check how far smashers can get, and stay out of their range. In turn 4, with these smashers grouped up, get Yoshi and Peach down here while doing some kicks, and use Mario for some big splash damage. In turn 5, Yoshi will be safe if the smashers got inked. It also makes it safer to the smasher right in their face. And with Peach, we'll take out a smasher and use Villain Sight, and we'll get Yoshi down to the next layer. In turn 6, we'll go here to be safe, and in turn 7, we'll kick this smasher so Yoshi can defeat it, and then use Yoshi for splash damage. Past turn 8, we'll get Yoshi and Peach here to the smasher get here in turn 10. Then we'll use Yoshi for splash damage, and then get Peach here. And in turn 11, after sacrificing Yoshi, the fight is done. The second fight is the Reach area mission, and for once, it's actually hard. Go to where I say and try to take out any enemies you can as you move forward. In turn 1, put Mario here so we can team jump to these spots. In turn 2, we'll team jump Mario here so we can get Peach here. In turn 3, Yoshi will die, but we'll keep team jumping as close as we can to the goal. In turn 4, Mario dies, so we'll put Peach here. If Peach survives turn 5, you will win. And for me, it was stupidly close. I had 1 HP! 1 HP! 4-4 in full gear. At first, I wasn't sure I could beat this fight without giving in and using skill points, but I actually managed to beat it by accident while testing strategies. We'll start by shooting this smasher with Yoshi and follow it up with Mario and get here. In turn 3, we'll get Yoshi here and kill this smasher. In turn 3, we'll get Yoshi here for assault on the supporter and then use Peach's grenade. In turn 4, we'll use Mario to ink this Valkyrie, and we'll team jump Yoshi and Peach right to the supporter. In turn 5, we'll get a double ink with Mario and use him to trigger Villain Sights, and we can defeat the supporter and use a grenade on the Jiggies. On turn 6, we'll get Peach right in front of the Jiggies, and we'll keep Yoshi up here for high ground damage on a Valkyrie. In turn 7, we can once again ink a Valkyrie, then use Yoshi to defeat it. Unless you're me and you try to hit a 50-50 shot and you lose. In turn 8, shoot this Valkyrie, get to the high ground. In turn 9, the smasher has finally reached us, so we'll get Yoshi here so we can team jump Peach here so we can get a double shot on the Valkyries. In turn 10, we can use Peach to defeat the final Valkyrie, and at that point we've already won. We have enough HP to defeat Supporter and Smasher in the next few turns. Before we go over the second fight, I want to mention a weird glitch I found. Normally, Yoshi's shield will only go away after getting shot, but for some reason, if he gets healed, his shield will just be gone. My best guess is the game will look to see if Yoshi's HP changes to remove the shield, but it can't tell the difference between losing HP and gaining HP, so make sure to use the shield after a team jump. So, to start this battle, we'll put Peach here and use a grenade to break the enemy's cover, so Yoshi can shoot the peekaboo, and we'll team up Mario here and use Hero Sight to stop Smasher from getting the top. In turn 2, we'll use Team Jump to get Yoshi here to shoot the supporter, and then we'll use Mario to anger the Smasher for free damage. In turn 3, we'll target this peekaboo with Yoshi and Peach. And in turn 4, we'll shoot this peekaboo and then team up Peach here to shoot it too. In turn 5, we can defeat this peekaboo with a grenade, and Yoshi is on the verge of death, so we'll shoot this peekaboo before he dies. In turn 6, the peekaboo didn't kill Yoshi for some reason, so we'll thank the peekaboo for sparing us by killing him. In turn 7, try to shoot this supporter, and we'll then get Peach here to use a grenade on the peekaboo. In turn 8, Peach can kill this peekaboo, and Yoshi is somehow still alive, so we'll just leave him here. In turn 9, Yoshi can shoot the supporter with high ground damage and will get Peach right up close to him. In turn 10, after we take out the supporter, we can slowly defeat Smasher, who for some reason wouldn't leave this spot until we got close. For S5, Bowser Jr.'s lair. We'll start the first fight by putting Peach here and use a grenade, then put Mario here so the buggers will damage the supporter, and we'll have Yoshi here to shoot the supporter as well. In turn 2, everyone will be inked, so we'll put Mario here for splash damage, and Peach can clear Yoshi so we can put him here to shoot the buckler. In turn 3, we'll shoot this buckler with Yoshi and have Peach here. And in turn 4, it will just Yoshi left. So we'll keep our distance by using the pipes so the bucklers keep going back and forth to try to get to us. And we'll shoot the lowest buckler each turn until we win. But don't celebrate just yet, for I have some super bad news. The Bowser Jr. boss fight is in the same area as the fight we just did, and if we lose, we have to redo that fight. So far, every mid-boss past World 1 has been a major roadblock, and this boss is no exception. Just kidding! This boss is pathetically easy. There's only 3 enemies, 2 Valkyries and Bowser Jr. And while the Valkyrie can do some damage to us, we can spend a few turns to defeat them before they defeat us. And while we are low on HP, Bowser Jr. will never reach us. Jr. acts like a smasher, and you know the strategy for when there's only one smasher. We can shoot him, let him get up close, then hop in the pipe and go to the other side of the battlefield. Now, Bowser Jr. will use sentries, but they don't be an issue. You see, normally sentries won't be triggered by its owner or allies, but Bowser Jr. will just walk over his own sentry to get to us, which will damage him. Repeat this for several turns, and Bowser Jr. will defeat himself. And now we get our most powerful character, Gilligan. He has potential to deal up to 250 damage. We leave Peach behind another castle as Gilligan joins the team. For that 6, Reunited. Now we have to escort Spawny. We'll put him here and we'll break this Peekaboo's cover so Gilligan and our Yoshi can defeat him. In turn 2, we'll see Gilligan's max power, and with this Peekaboo gone, Spawny will be safe to go here. In turn 3, the Valkyries broke these blocks, making our path to the goal shorter. In turn 4, we can get Spawny here. There are Valkyries behind us. If they do burn on him, it could be good or bad. We could be closer or further. Or you could just not get fired at all. In turn 5, Spawny will be right near the goal. So we'll put everyone in front of him so they get shot and not Spawny, so he can reach the goal the next turn. In the second fight, we'll team some Gilligan and our Yoshi here to shoot Peekaboo, and we'll get Spawny here. In turn 2, we'll put Spawny here and get up to the high ground for bonus damage. In turn 3, Spawny got pushed back, so we'll put Mario in front of him to take any more damage. And in turn 4, we can get Spawny on the final stretch to the goal. In turn 5, we'll have Mario here so Gilligan can team some right in front of Spawny to keep him safe. If Spawny survives the next turn, he'll make it to the goal. For that 7, Spawny snapped. To start, we'll put Mario here for some big splash damage, and we'll bring Gilligan and our Yoshi here to attack this Valkyrie. In turn 2, use our Yoshi to take out this buckler and bring him here so we can team dump Gilligan here to shoot this Peekaboo. In turn 3, we'll team dump Gilligan and our Yoshi here to defeat this Peekaboo. In the next 2 turns, we'll hit the top and target the Valkyrie. In turn 6, we'll take out this Peekaboo. And I couldn't take out this Valkyrie in this turn, so I went to break its cover, but it ended up being a fire block and I killed it. In turn 7, we'll Rabbids in here, so that in turn 8, we'll use our Yoshi's shield and go in for splash damage. In turn 8, the enemy is closing in on us, Gilligan will go here and shoot this buckler, who will also then shoot the Smasher in his turn. In turn 9, once the buckler is gone, we can use our strategy of kicking the Smashers and running away until we win. Now, I have some bad news. The no skill point challenge is officially over. But since I tried, I couldn't get close to beating this fight. All the enemies are on the high ground, giving them massive damage on us. And using the Smashers for free damage is not an option. Waluigi has too much HP, and we can't even use our Smasher strategy on him. He has a Magnet Dance, which brings us right to him. To be able to win this fight, I maxed out M-Power and Egg Beater, which brings us to 710 skill points used. So, start the fight by using M-Power and shoot this Valkyrie. If you hit your shot and get high damage, it will be done. We'll follow it with Egg Beater. This Smasher will trigger it, and a crit will defeat it. In turn 2, use Ariosi to take a villain side and put him here. We'll then put Teams Up Mario up here to shoot Waluigi for some splash damage. We'll then put Gilligan here as we get some shots in. In turn 3, we'll Teams Up Ariosi here to have Waluigi do damage for us, and we'll have Gilligan take out Wario. In turn 4, we'll bring Gilligan out of the way so we have Ariosi shoot this Smasher for free damage. In turn 5, it's just Gilligan left, so we'll put him here and shoot the Smasher. In turn 6, Gilligan was honeyed, so we'll take out the Smasher. In turn 7, we need to take a risk. Get to the high ground and use Egg Beater and shoot Waluigi. If you get lucky with crit damage, we will win. Or that's 8, Castle Guards. To start, we'll use Empower and we'll shoot this Hopper with Gilligan and have Ariosi shoot this Hopper. In turn 2, we'll have Ariosi here to finish off this Hopper and we'll have Gilligan use Egg Beater. In turn 3, Gilligan and Mario can defeat these Hoppers, and we'll have Ariosi here for splash damage. In turn 4, we'll Teams Up Mario here, and we'll have a Gilligan and Ariosi here to attack as a supporter. It will get a chance to heal because the Bucklers will defeat it for us. In turn 5, we'll lure the Bucklers to the low ground so that in turn 6, we can use Empower and Egg Beater for some big damage. It will be just a supporter left, and it will be no match for Gilligan. And then we get to the hardest fight yet. 3 straight battles in 1 arena. If we lose the second or third fight, we're going back to the start. The first battle is simple. We'll start by using Empower. Put Ariosi here to attack this Ziggy, and we'll have Gilligan shoot this Hopper and use Egg Beater so that Mario can trigger it by shooting the Smasher. In turn 2, I wanted Ariosi to finish off this Hopper, but Ariosi refuses to do good damage. After Mario takes care of Ariosi's failure, we'll have Gilligan take out this Ziggy. In turn 3, we'll have Empower again and can take out the last Hopper. I hope you like doing this battle. You're gonna do it a lot. We go from easy to pain. In previous battles, we can keep our distance from Bucklers in this world, but that's not an option here. You will get inked every turn. To be able to clear this fight, we're gonna need Cleansing Up, and we'll mimic our MP. We'll also reduce cooldown on Empower and Egg Beater, bringing us to 1,540 skill points used. This may seem like a lot, but you may think it's not enough once you get to the final boss. Starting this fight, use Empower and shoot this Hopper with Gilligan, and there's no restarting this fight if you miss. Then, with Ariosi's newly acquired grenade, we'll use it on the Buckler before we use Mario for splash damage. In turn 2, we'll use Gilligan's new ground pound to get a Buckler. If your Gilligan got inked, use Mario to clear it and kill the support before it heals the enemies you worked so hard to kill. In turn 3, we'll bring Mario and Gilligan the high ground, use Empower to kill the last supporter. In turn 4, we'll get Ariosi up here for high ground damage, and we'll have Mario here so we can Team Up Gilligan here to shoot the Hopper. And we'll use Egg Beater and get triggered with Scaredy-Rabbit. Past that, we have enough HP to survive the next 2 turns as we take out the last Smasher. We'll then make it to the final battle before the final boss. It's our rematch with Mario and Waluigi, plus their new ally, the Lava Queen, who is just another reskinned Valkyrie. Starting off, we'll get Gilligan here to have him in range of Empower, and we'll have Ariosi take out this Ziggy and use Gilligan's new rocket on this supporter. In turn 2, we'll have Ariosi take the villain side, and then we'll put Gilligan up here for high ground damage on the supporter, and follow it up with Ariosi and Mario. In turn 3, we'll put Mario here so we can use Empower on everyone to target Lava Queen. In turn 4, we'll have Ariosi take the villain side and use high ground damage on Mario, but Ariosi will still be Ariosi. We'll follow it up with Gilligan, who will actually do good damage, and follow it up with activating Egg Beater. In turn 5, we'll get Ariosi here and use Grenade. We'll Team Up Gilligan away from Waluigi and shoot Lava. In turn 6, Waluigi didn't go to Ariosi for some reason, which gives us an extra hit on him before he kills Ariosi. And we'll get Gilligan here for assault on Lava Queen. In turn 7, we'll use Gilligan's rocket to defeat Lava Queen and use Egg Beater. In turn 8, Mario will have no cover, and to not risk much damage, we'll stay here to not trigger his villain sight, and we'll be able to defeat him in turn 9. Now, all we have left is Waluigi, so in turn 10, when he's close enough, we'll go to high ground and use Egg Beater and shoot Waluigi. Waluigi will get to us in his turn, but if you don't get honeyed, you can get to the high ground again and beat this fight. We are now in the endgame. We have 0 weapons purchased, and we've come this far with only tier 1 weapons. This has been the hardest fight yet. I need a little more movement, so I buffed Ariosi and Gilligan's movement by 1. and I gave Ariosi a little more kick damage, putting it at 1,660 skill points used. And now it's time for the ultimate boss. This battle took me the longest of any fight. Start with Empower and have Gilligan suit this Valkyrie, and have Ariosi kick these ones, and put them here so Gilligan can do a ground pound, and use its egg beater. We'll use Scary Rabbit, which will hit this Valkyrie. In turn 2, Gilligan's rocket can kill this Valkyrie and hit Bowser, and will then use Ariosi to trigger Villain Sight. We'll then be able to move Gilligan so Ariosi can use his grenade. In turn 3, we'll get Gilligan and Ariosi behind cover to shoot Bowser and the Valkyrie. In turn 4, we'll have Mario trigger Villain Sight, and try to have Ariosi take out the Valkyrie, as we have Gilligan take another assault on Bowser. In turn 5, Bowser's fire got Gilligan closer to Mario for Empower, and now we can get a triple assault on Bowser. Plus, we can use the egg beater for even more damage. In turn 6, Ariosi can put Bowser in phase 2. We are safe from damage from Bowser in this phase as long as we don't step into the burn areas. In turn 7, Bucklers will spawn. We'll use Empower to kill one Buckler, and we'll get Gilligan hopefully far enough for him to survive longer. And we'll use Scary Rabbit to push the Bucklers away, and then we'll get Ariosi here. In turn 8, we can get Gilligan and Ariosi over here, but make sure to get Gilligan over here first so you don't damage Ariosi. Mario can then clear Ariosi, and we'll use a rocket and grenade on this Buckler. In turn 9, we'll have Ariosi here, and use Empower on Gilligan, and use Egg Beer before we get Mario here. In turn 10, we'll use a grenade and a rocket that leaves just one Buckler left. In turn 11, we'll use Empower so we can take out the last Buckler. Once it's Bowser, we cannot take damage unless we go to a burn spot. So that means we can just shoot Bowser with no issue. Though, once he's low, get to the edge of the arena, and if some of your techniques are still recharging, wait a few turns. And then, in turn 16, we'll push Bowser to phase 3 and get behind cover. When Bowser gets dizzy in turn 17 after hitting the block, use Empower on everyone and wreck Bowser. And then find new cover, but there will now be Smashers. They can make it to us in their first turn, but be careful, Bowser could bounce them closer when he attacks. In turn 18, Bowser did just that, but it did do more damage than Mario could. After shooting Bowser with Gilligan, have Ariosi use Scary Cat to put the Smashers away. In turn 19, after shooting Bowser and getting Ariosi behind new cover, we'll leave Gilligan here. So if Bowser goes after him, the Smashers will do damage for us. But that didn't happen for me. Bowser went after Ariosi. So in turn 20, it was just him left. And Bowser had 146 HP left, and Ariosi was one-shot. Throughout this journey, Ariosi gave low damage after low damage, failing to defeat enemies that were practically one-shot. But maybe this was his time to shine. And it was! But because I streamed this using a phone, it cut out right as I killed Bowser! Are you serious? The stream even crashed like 20 seconds after I beat it. Despite my celebration in the stream being cut short, we end with 1,660 skill points used, and the Mario+Rabbids Tier 1 weapon only challenge is officially conquered! And special thanks to everyone who tuned into these streams, who helped me come up with strategies to beat these fights. And I'd like to mention, I've been pretty inactive on YouTube for the last few months when it comes to videos, but I've been working on this behind the scenes for a major revamp for my channel, so stay tuned for that. For now, until next time, stay perky.